Hello everyone, this will be an update for the March Madness style top PC Wargames since the 1990s. So in the tournament, we have now completed all but the semifinals and the finals, which means 2 rounds have gone by since the last time I said anything to you, the last time I had a video update. And let's just start with the bracket. I think is a little bit easier to read. Well, at least it's easier for me to read. I think this was the last state of affairs. It was this. Round of 16 had been completed. Had it? I don't remember. I think round of 16. So round of 16 and round of 8 should have been completed now. Yeah. So one at a time here then. So in the round of 16, Hearts of Iron blew away Advanced Tactics Gold. I'm so sorry, my old friend. It was a crushing defeat. Armored Brigade lost to Close Combat. Close Combat moved on, made a good showing of itself even in the round of 8 against the dominant number 1 seed. So, in that sense, Armored Brigade actually did pretty well. And you know what? I really like Armored Brigade. The fun thing about this tournament is it's been interesting to see all these games and then kind of reflect in my head like how much fun I've had playing them. War in the Pacific from Gary Grigsby kind of eked out a win against Ultimate Admiral, which I found pretty interesting considering they're both naval games. So they're a little bit, they're not quite, because one's operational level, one is like Rule the Waves, so you'd have to say tactical level and then grand strategy level. But I mean, just the fact that they're similar enough that they could be put in the same. I don't know if they can be, but the fact that Ultimate Admiral did so well, maybe that's just a good thing for Ultimate Admiral. Maybe that means that people don't really see Gary Grigsby's War in the Pacific as that great of a game. I don't know. But we're doing 2 rounds in this, by the way, because I also have the round of 8 results, which I will share. Okay, so Combat Mission was defeated by Ultimate General. More of a blowaway. This was the 4 seed Ultimate General. I actually really expected it to go and give Hearts of Iron a run for its money. It's just so good, and I think a lot of the historical gamers, people are who would love, who I think like Ultimate General quite a lot. I guess they would also like War in the Pacific though, so that kind of cancels out. Never mind. Rule the Waves, one of the most dominating performances. In fact, it's been right up there. It's looking like it might have a chance to upend the number 2, which has been steadily rolling along as well. Operational Art of War lost pretty handily to Strategic Command. I also chalk that up to the fact that Strategic Command was recently on my channel, or is still being released on my channel. But it is also a really good game. I think it is. The whole series, you can pick any game. People love the World War II, which is known as World at War, I think. I really, really like the World War I version. It's probably the best. It's the best non-sandboxy version of World War I I've seen. The sandboxy one I'm talking about is Supreme Ruler. So that's another good one. 7-10, you thought that we expected a very close fight here, and indeed it was. Command Modern Operations barely eked out a win over Panzer General, and actually Panzer Corps didn't put up so poor of a fight against War in the East, which I expect will make it to the finals, but we'll see. It'll have to go past Rule the Waves first. So that's the round of 16. Let's move on to the round of 8. So this is the matchups from the round of 8. We had Hearts of Iron, Close Combat, 1 and 8, 4 and 5. So these are like no upsets leading here. 3 and 6, 7-2. So all the upset we had got wiped away. Which one was it? 17, 17, 17. Yeah, this one. Panzer Corps defeating Unity of Command. Unity of Command didn't have its chance against War in the East anyway, so I would have liked to have seen Unity Command advance a little bit further, but I probably could have put these into like the Panzer series, Panzer Corps and Panzer General. Sneak in another title as well. Okay, so let's go to the round of 8 though, because the score for that is also done. Remember, so this is 32, 16, round of 8. So the Elite 8, as they would call it in the March Madness tournament, is complete as well. We can see that Hearts of Iron beat Close Combat. So I didn't announce this one. I blame the lack of votes just on the fact that I didn't announce the new round. So this one has, by the way, the round of the semifinals, to vote for the semifinals, which is happening right now, you only have until, by the time this video goes live, about 7 hours, so half a day. Not even half a day. So go vote. I'll try to remember to pin a comment. I'm actually going to release this video on a schedule, so I won't be able to pin a comment, but look in the description. Video's description will have the link to the poll if you'd like it, or if, like me, you're following this poll pretty rigorous, just go to your history, search for POLL, poll. That's the website, right? It's polltab.com. Anyway, so round of 8 results. Hearts of Iron defeated Close Combat. No surprise there, but I am pretty happy to see Close Combat made it this far. It was expected to, but okay, I would have been actually even happier if Armored Brigade had advanced, because I think that's a really good game too. We also saw War in the Pacific beat out Ultimate General. A pretty big upset, I would say. I expected Ultimate General to make it. So War in the Pacific was the ultimate slayer, killing both of our ultimate contenders. And I honestly, personally do think Ultimate General, okay, actually, I mean, I guess you could say it's not as good of a war game. Yeah, okay, it's fair. It was beaten pretty handily, 50-35, considering this should have been the closest matchup of the second of the round of 8. Rule the Waves had the biggest victory margin, 57-27, over doubled the results of Strategic Command. I am expecting Rule the Waves to perform well, considering its home field advantage. And then War in the East defeated Command Modern Operations. Glad that it made it this far. I feel like that's appropriate. So, the semifinals is going on right now. Cast your vote. We have Hearts of Iron versus War in the Pacific. To me, that's, well, I don't know. Pick your favorite Hearts of Iron title. Pick it up, first War in the Pacific, which is obviously a great title. War in the Pacific is cool because it feels like a good matchup against Hearts of Iron, because it does actually have every aspect of war, and by that I mean naval combat, land combat, and air combat, just the same way Hearts of Iron does. Obviously there's a lot less focus on the land side in War in the Pacific, and you can probably make the same claim that there's a lot less naval focus on the Hearts of Iron series. Mostly just because Paradox has always had a hard time, I think, doing naval combat well. It's a hard thing to do well in general. Anyway, okay, so that's one matchup. You choose who you want to vote for there, and then the other one, I don't even know how this will go. I have no idea. This is going to be, I expect, a very close vote. Rule the Waves versus War in the East. I myself don't know how I'm going to vote for that one. So go cast your vote. And then the good news is about me posting this announcement so close to the finals is the finals begins Wednesday at noon. So today at noon Pacific time. So if you get this video, I think it's going to come out in the morning, like 6 a.m. If you get the video and you go and vote, just set your alarm for like 5 hours later and go vote again on Wednesday for the finalist. I'm going to be checking in just to see who the heck won. So that's it for this video. Go vote, and we'll have a fun little announcement about the finals and the finalist and the winner and everything. That'll probably come out on Saturday when the voting for the finals ends. So hope you're enjoying the tournament. I'm still having a blast with it. Yeah, so voting ends April 16th at 12 for the semifinals, and then we'll see who wins. Hearts of Iron versus, I really don't know what this one. I suspect Hearts of Iron is going to win this matchup, but I really don't know who will win this one. Alright, so that's it. I'll catch you back for the next one.